I feel like my whole life has been building up to this moment. I loved going to church camps when I was a kid, and I went to every single church camp that I could. I went as a leader, as a camper, as a junior leader, and I led campfires, and I learned how to be a lifeguard so that I could still go to church camp and be useful. And in my home congregation, I used to sing and play piano and take up offering. I don't think that I was a math major just because I'd be a bishop later in life, but being a math major has definitely helped in a lot of ways because of my love for numbers. I totally understand that. I'm also a teacher. I was a teacher for a couple of years, and I have a master's in education. All of those things, being a math major, going to church camps, being a teacher, all kind of led me to this place, and I think really helped me to be who I am today, be the minister that I am today. I do feel a deep sense of call to help the church in any way that I can. I love this organization and I want it to succeed. And I realize that the money part and the generosity part is absolutely crucial and essential for the mission of the church to actually happen. And if we allowed us to live as generous people, if we allowed ourselves to live that way, then there would honestly be nothing stopping us from becoming the church we want to become. Generosity is love in action. And once we allow ourselves to be truly generous in the way that God is generous, oh my gosh, like I can't even fathom what this church could become. I think that one of the reasons I was called in the presiding bishopric is my ability to talk to people, my ability to be relational. I really, really, really love people. And I think that one of my jobs in the presiding bishopric is to be relational with people and to be able to get the message out that we want to get out. I'm 45 years old, and I think another one of my jobs is to speak to people that are my age and even younger than me about the importance of generosity, the importance of the mission of the church, and to talk to them and ask them, what is it about the church that gives them life, that gives them help, that gives them courage, that gives them hope? What is it about the church that they want more of? I think that's a big challenge, but also a big opportunity. I love spiritual practices. I really love spiritual practices. I have been less good at doing spiritual practices since I had children though. But since I've had kids, every single night before they go to bed, I go in and we do 3 questions. What's a really good thing that happened today? What's a not so good thing that happened today? And where did God show up for you today? And I participate too. They participate and I participate. My 3-year-old, my 5-year-old, and me. And I have found that that point in my day is my favorite part of the day. Sometimes if they can't think of a God moment, they'll always say, when I hugged and kissed you, Mommy. I'm like, I'll take that any day. So that right now is my spiritual practice. If I could ask anything of the worldwide church, what would it be? I would really just ask the worldwide church to simply love each other. To love each other in the way that it takes to understand each other, to love each other and try and get down to the very depths of who we are, to trust each other, to be vulnerable with each other. Because I think that facilitates that community that we are all yearning for. So it sounds so simple, and in some ways it's super simple, and in other ways it's so complicated. Because we're scared that if we offer our true selves, then our true selves can be rejected. So, yes, to love each other, to be vulnerable, to trust, to build that community. That's what I would ask for the worldwide church to do. And honestly, I actually think we do a really good job of that for the most part, but we can always go deeper. We can always go more. And that's the kind of community that I want my children to grow up in, and that's the kind of community they already are growing up in our community. But I want that even more, and I want it to spread even farther than just our church.